Hey everybody, it's your friend Daniel Hutchins, and today we are doing another Marvel movie review, or should I say Marvel show review, and we are doing a Marvel show review about the 2021 series Hawkeye. Yes, the 2021 series Hawkeye. So I'm going to do a review on the series, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts about each of the episodes. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about all the episodes and I'm going to just fill you in on my thoughts about them. Okay, alright, guys. So, alright, so we just know that it's a very, 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 very good show. It has positive reviews from critics and fans alike, and there's also going to be a spin off based off of Echo, which is in development. Again, we know that from the success of it, it's 1 year after Endgame, and Clint Barton has to partner with Kate Bishop to confront enemies of his past as Ronin in order to get back to his family for Christmas. Again, we already know most of you guys already should know the characters because I talked about them from article discussions. So, okay, we're going to read the synopsis of each episode, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts about them. Okay, so episode 1, Never Meet Your Heroes. Again, 2012 flashback of Battle of New York. Young Kate Bishop witnesses Clint Barton battle into Chitauri that inspires to become a hero like him after he inadvertently saves her life. Now, in present, though, Barton spends time with his children in New York for Christmas. Again, Bishop attends the charity auction gala with her mom, Eleanor, and learns that her mother is engaged to Jack. Again, we know, underneath the gala, Bishop stumbles onto a black market featuring some of the remains of the Avengers compound, and they find that Jack and his uncle Armin III were some of the attendees. Now, the auction is interrupted by the Tracksuit Mafia, a Russian street gang, who attempt to recover some of the items. Bishop recovers Barton's Ronin suit and defeats the Mafia members while wearing it. She escapes to her apartment and rescues a stray dog and to investigate further. Again, it's been murdered, and again, in his home, we know Armand was murdered and cornered by the Tracksuit Mafia. Now, again, fleeing the crime scene, Barton saw the news reports of Ronin's return and rescues Bishop from the gangsters. Hide and Seek, Episode 2. So Bishop takes Barton back to her apartment. They attack the Tracksuit Mafia, forced to evacuate, leave the Ronin suit behind, relocate the apartment to vacation and aunt. Again, Barton sends his children back home, promising to rejoin them on Christmas Day. He then escorts Bishop to her workplace and then recovers the Ronin suit from the F with the fire department of New York, and again grills at the LARP event. Now later, so Bishop fails to convince Eleanor of Jack's involvement with Armin's death. After challenging Jack to a fencing duel, she tries to contact Barton, but not knowing that he was allowed himself to be captured by the Tracksuit Mafia. She then has to track down Barton's location, but she ends up getting captured herself, and the gang informs of their boss we know as Maya Lopez of what has happened. Next, episode 3, again Lopez interrogates Barton and Bishop about Ronan, who's killed her father years prior. Again, we know this already because some of you guys who read the comics or seen the flashbacks should know that. But again, Barton manages to free himself and fend off the Tracksuit Mafia, though Lopez breaks his hearing aids in the process after Bishop is freed. The pair escape using trick arrows and getting his hearing aid fixed. Again, they move to another location, and Kazi then advises her to not get in trouble with her uncle. attending to learn more about the tracksuit mafia as well as Jack. Now, again, Bishop convinces Warren to infiltrate Eleanor's penthouse to use her company account to access Bishop's security criminal database. However, Bishop was locked out of the system to attempt to bypass security while she's encountered Jack, who friends him with Ronin's sword. Okay, so episode 4. Okay, episode 4. Partners, am I right? Okay, so Boyne diffuses the situation between Eleanor and Jack, recognizing him as an Avenger, and he asks them to keep Bishop out of his investigation and later contacts an unknown person to situation. Again, we go to the Shell Corporation and they launder money for Tracksuit Mafia. They then deduce that Barton was Ronin, but then Barton locates Kazi and asks him to talk to Lopez about her vendetta against Ronin, while Bishop enlists a group of LARPers to retrieve Barton's trick arrows. Afterwards, we know they informed Barton to watch the Tracksuit Mafia and signals from the apartment building. Again, they find in Lopez's apartment, and then Lopez attacks Bishop and Barton is ambushed by Reno, a masked assassin, and again, the fight ensues between four combatants. Bishop has injured Lopez, forcing her to retreat, and Barton has unmasked his assailant, Yelena Belova, who also has escaped. But Barton decides that he cannot keep Bishop in danger from breaking off their partnership. Ronin, Episode 5. Okay, 2018, Belova and fellow Black Widow Sonya visit a woman named Annie, who's been helping deprogram Black Widows. From there, Belova becomes a victim of the blip. In the present, Bishop returns to Eleanor's house and tells her about Jack's Shell Corporation, including Eleanor to the New York Police Department and having him arrested. But again, Bishop returns to her apartment where she finds Belova waiting for her on a mission to kill Barton. Meanwhile, after recovering at their apartment, they have to find she Barton has done the Ronin suit and confronts Lopez at the auto shop where he killed her dad. Okay. During this fight, he unmasked himself, attempting to convince her to let go of her vendetta and leave his family alone. He reveals the informant working at Lopez's boss wanted her father dead, but again, Lopez initially disbelieves him. Bishop arrives to help Barton escape, and then Lopez becomes suspicious of Kazi, again absent from the night of her dad's death. The next day, Belova texts Bishop, revealing that she's hired by Eleanor to kill Barton. Eleanor's working with Lopez's uncle, we identify as Kingpin. So this is Christmas, the newest episode that just released yesterday. Okay, so the final episode, which released yesterday, so this is Christmas. Okay, so as Eleanor meets with Kingpin to break off their partnership, Barton and Bishop watch a recording of them and learn that Eleanor killed Armin and framed Jack on Christmas Eve. Again, Barton and Bishop have attended the holiday party, but they confront her mom to learn her father owed money to Kingpin, leading to Eleanor working with him. Again, Kazi attempts to assassinate Eleanor on Kingpin's orders, but targets Barton instead. Barton enlists help from the LARPers and Jack to evacuate the party before rejoining Bishop to defeat the Tracksuit Mafia. After Lopez has killed Kazi, Bishop then attempts to take and look for Eleanor, while Barton is confronted by Belova, who demands the truth for Natasha Romanoff's death. They have fought, and then they eventually remind her of his close friendship with Natasha before her sacrifice to save the universe. Belova decides to walk away after sparing him, though, and again, that's a good relief, though. And Kingpin tries to stop Eleanor from escaping, but Bishop arrives to incapacitates him with Barton's trick arrows. Again, from that, afterwards, Eleanor is arrested by police by Armin's murder, and Kingpin escapes but is confronted by Lopez, The next day, Barton returns with his family with Bishop, returns to watch Laura, and again, they burn the Ronin suit. Okay, guys. And then also there was a post-credit scene. There was a post-credit scene on the final episode as well that had something to do with Rogers the musical. Again, so let me know your guys' thoughts about that. That's just another quick one for you guys. So again, this is just a quick 10-minute review of just all the different episodes I've just read, the synopsis and plots of. Again, so if you want to know what my favorite episodes are, I can probably tell you what they are. My favorite episodes were probably the Yelena episodes and the Kingpin episode. Again, those are my favorite episodes, but again, let me know what your favorite episodes are down below. Again, let me know. Again, and you guys have a wonderful, 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 wonderful holiday. And you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next year. Bye.